What's up, everybody? This is Pastor Fred, and today we're talking about 5 things every church planner should know. Number 1, we're coming out the block very strong. And guys and girls, I know that you think every idea you have is golden, but I want you to know it's not. You're going to have failures, and maybe another failure, and maybe another failure, and maybe another failure. But here's the thing, if you don't give up, you will actually accomplish what it is that you're hoping for. So number 1, out the block. Every idea you have may be awesome to you, but it may not work out in the long run. Don't let that deter you. Keep trying, keep doing what you gotta do, but at the same time, know that you're gonna have some failures along the way. Number 2, if up front you try and be in control of everything and do everything by yourself, it's gonna be really difficult for you to make the transition into allowing other leaders to lead. See, here's the thing. God put you on this earth to start a church, but a successful church is not built around one person. Look at the disciples, there was 12 of them. Jesus was very intentional about how he did things and the people he chose. He had people in charge of certain things, and over here, and then this apostle, this disciple was in charge of this thing over here, and all these different aspects. But imagine if Jesus would have said, hey guys, I want you to follow me, but I'm gonna do everything, just literally follow me. No, Jesus actually got mad. A few different, I say that. He got upset, angry, you know, he called them names or whatever it is. But on a few different occasions where they didn't show up, and he was like, hey guys, I taught you this. What's going on? You little faith, why are you not able to do this? Are you not listening? How long must I be with you? Ungrateful, crazy people. I mean, the scripture may not say that exactly, but up front, people, try your best to start off by allowing other leaders to lead and being hands off as much as you can, because in the long run, it's going to be better for you and for your ministry. I know from experience, I've had a hard time letting things go, but I'm getting there and I'm working on it. So I just want to help you up front. Number 3, communication, communication, communication. Listen. One of the most important factors of any church plant is how well you communicate. This is not just internally, this is externally also. So, for instance, we have something great going on here at the meeting place. And if you don't know what the meeting place is, it's the church I lead. We're almost 3 years old. We've been able to do some great things in our city in Greenville, and it's pretty awesome. But you should check out the channel, the YouTube channel, or get our app online. We have some amazing things going on. We've had amazing things on. When we first started, oh man, I was on Facebook, Instagram, any kind of gram or book that you could think of. I mean, I was sharing to MySpace and all kinds of spaces. MySpace was pretty much out the door by the time, but you know, I was literally just, anywhere I could share it, I was sharing it. And then I tapered off. I started sharing it every now and then, and we wasn't getting a response like we were up front. The excitement was gone. Here's the thing, this is what I'm saying to you. Communication, communication, communication. People don't know you're in the city if you don't tell them. People don't know what's going on at your church if you don't share it. So you got to communicate, and you need to do it well. And I want to say this, please stop with the black and white Word document flyers. That's not communication. You got apps, you have a smartphone. Use that. You can really put out some nice content and not even have to hire a graphic designer. Listen, I'm telling you, do it. We have been blessed here because I have graphics background, and we I think put out some nice stuff. But here's the thing, if not, there's other things you can use. There's resources that are free, that don't cost you a dime. And you don't have to hire a designer. I'm not a proponent for telling you not to hire a designer, but if you can't afford it, use your phone, use your app. There's some apps, I'll list them below. Look below, there's some apps, a list of things you can use, resources free, where you can literally make a flyer on your phone and tweet it out, Instagram it, Facebook it, use it, communicate, but not just externally. Internally also, you need to learn how to make sure you communicate with your leaders. A huge problem for us was all these things would be going on and we weren't talking. And we went from having a prayer every week to getting so busy that we would, that meeting time would taper off and we would not meet together or pray together, and it became a real issue. And I want to say to you up front, man, just stick with communication. Communicate, over communicate. Make sure people know what's going on. Make sure they hear you. Make sure they have the resources to be successful. And that is how your church is going to thrive. And so communication, communication, communication. Number four, and I can't stress this more than anything. Have a plan for worship up front. Let me tell you something. If you show up on Sunday and you have no clue what you're doing, people will read right through that. If you have first-time visitors and they see that you're running around scrambling, they will read right through that. Have a plan for worship. Plan out your songs. Use these resources. Because you're a church plant, there are resources that you can get that are free because people like to invest in church planting. Use your resources. Have a plan. Know what you're gonna sing. Have a plan. That don't mean you gotta stick to the program and can God not move outside of my program? No, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying make sure you guys know what's going on. Talk to your worship leader. Talk to the person who's doing the announcements. Make sure, however you set up your service structure, just be aware. Everybody needs to be aware of the plan. They need to know what's going on. We use Planning Center here. Plug Planning Center. Woo! I love using Planning Center. We also use this app called Band. It's free. It's an iPhone app. Check it out. It's so cool. We communicate through all of our stuff through that. And we have a plan. We know what's going on. We talk about the set list. We go back and forth about it. We pray about it. If there's something that I'm like, I'm going to be teaching about this, or I'm going to be looking at this, I'm saying these things up front. So we have a plan. So when we come here on Sunday, it's not like, hey guys, what song are we going to do today? Let's figure it out. Wonder what songs we're going to. Would you prepare like that for anybody else? Like if you were going on a first date, would you be like, hey girl, wonder what we're gonna do, she'd be like, get out of my face, So anyways, have a plan. Have a plan. If you don't have a plan, I guarantee you, people will not stay at your church. They're gonna leave. They're not gonna be there. They're not gonna like it. You're out of control. You have no plan. I'm not even gonna keep going down that road. Just get a plan. Number 5. This is a sore spot for me. On number 5, if you are hurting and you are having issues with other churches in the area, or if you're jealous of this pastor because his church is doing well, or if this is going on, listen, do us all a favor. Just wait. Don't get into church planting yet. Take you some time and heal. Because here's what happens. You spend most of your Sundays trying to bash other churches. And God didn't call you to church plant so you can bash other churches. The church down the road is important to God, just like your church is. And so if you spend all your message time and all your Sundays going, well, we're not a mega church, and all that money, and it's, cut that mess out, man. Get out of here with that. Go somewhere and heal from experience. At one point, we planted a church a while back. It's been over 10 years ago, and I knew I was called by God, but I stepped out and I had been dealing with a lot of church hurt. I stood up in the pulpit every Sunday, and at some point throughout my message, I would make a jab at a church in the area or a church that was doing well, or what we call mega churches. And I was always saying things. And here's the problem. I was trying to pastor people as a hurting leader. I would spend that God-given time to me, that time where God wanted to minister to his people, those precious people that he sent into that place every week. And I would spend that time working through my own issues, my own hurts. I'm not saying that you can't have issues as a pastor. I'm saying if you've been hurt by a church and you're starting a church because you want to prove something to people, just do us a favor and don't start right now. Go heal. Go to a church where a leader will invest in you, spend time with you, love on you, help you walk through whatever it is you're going through, and then heal. Listen, guys, I went through some serious, horrible pain, some disappointment, places that I thought really loved me, I felt dropped. God healed me, and I was able to even approach some of those places and ask for forgiveness for anything that I had done. And then just to let it go, just to say, hey man, this hurt me, but thank you for investing the time that you did invest in me. I just want to honor you by saying I appreciate your time and I appreciate the things that you invest in me. And now I can show up at these places and I'm fine. I don't feel like everybody's watching me. I don't feel no kind of way. I'm there. I'm just there and I go worship. I stand up in my pulpit now, and the most important thing to me on Sunday morning is people. It's God's people. Ministering to the hearts and the souls of God's people. And so whether they're lost or they're at church, if they come in lost, I want to see them find Christ and really understand who they are in Christ. And if they're already been in our church for a while, I want to empower them to become better individuals who are reaching the world with the gospel themselves. And so today we talked about 5 things every church planter should know. I got more of these videos coming and I'm excited to share them with you. I hope that you will tune in and you will watch. Do me a favor, man, if you want to see these videos, if you want to be notified, click that like button, or one of my people I follow on YouTube says, smash that like button, smash it, click that like button, and then if you want to be notified when I post a video, hit that subscribe button. Let's make this thing big. I want to go big. Hey man, I want to put out some quality stuff, and I hope you'll enjoy it, and I hope you'll share it. So share, like, and subscribe. Let's say it together. Share, like, subscribe. Hey, share, like, subscribe. Anyways, love y'all. Let's go.